Hello, I'm your host, remnantprincesss. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Okay, so here we have Single Mother Hunger Games. Okay, let the games begin.
As single moms in the dating world, we are fighting against a stigma. And the stigma is we will put up with shit, we have lower standards, and we somewhat view ourselves as second tier dating pool of women. I see comments from men all the time on my posts, on other single moms' posts. Why'd your first guy leave you? Why didn't that work out? What did he not want you for? You're the bottom of the barrel dating pool. I don't want to raise another man's kids. All kinds of shit. And you know what it is? Men will take any opportunity they can. Anything about you they perceive as a weakness, they will exploit it to try to lower your self-confidence because insecure men love insecure women. They want a woman with low self-confidence so that they can treat you like shit and you will let them get away with it. I saw the nastiest TikTok one time from this guy who literally, he looked like shave a dog's butt, make it walk backwards ugly. And he was talking about how he goes for single moms because he can get someone hotter and he doesn't have to put in effort because she's already been treated like shit by one man. She'll just let you get away with anything if you just give her bare minimum effort and don't abuse her. It was sick and disgusting. The men in the comments were all agreeing with it. And it made me realize, as single moms, we have a stigma. We don't have lower value, but there is a stigma that we believe we have lower value, that we'll put up with more. And that's why I think as a single mom, you have to just be firm in your boundaries, be firm in your expectations. If you think less of yourself, they can sense it. They can sense that you think you deserve less. So you have to stay strong and you have to view your children as a fucking asset because they are. Do not accept anything less just because you're a single mom. You are not worth anything less. And a real man will see it that way. You might scare away some insecure little bitches who want some weak ass woman that they can abuse, but that's not you.
Now, she's talking about two different stigmas here. One where single mothers' value have completely been erased because now they have a child and, they kind of need to sit on the bench because they're not playing on the field anymore. And then there's a other stigma where single mothers are weak and they will let any man in because they're quite incompetent, should I say. And what it really is that single mothers shouldn't be playing on the field. They really do need to sit on the bench. Okay, they have a whole other human that they need to put 110% focus on. And that whole other human needs its other half in its life too. How I see it is, don't open your legs to someone that you don't see yourself with. It's as simple as that. I don't know what the issue is with these females. It's as if no sex to them is a punishment. No sex to them is as if you're tormenting me. You don't want me to live. You don't want me to be who I am. But then when they now face the consequences of sex, they still want to do whatever they want to do and not face the consequences of what it will do to their child. The reason why they ask you what happened to the baby father or the father of the child, because he's the one that you should be focused on because you had a child with him. He's the one that you need to make sure is in your life, in that child's life, because that's your priority now. You decided to open your legs, so now you have to face the consequences of what happens after you have sex. It's as simple as that. I don't know why it has to be this stigma. It's not a stigma, it's the truth. You have a child, you bear one in your womb, and you brought it to this world, and that should be the only job you're doing. And if you want to have companionship, you best seek it from that child's father, because that's the best thing to do. That's the only thing to do. And if that relationship ceases, then you have to face the facts that this is the situation that you're in, and you now need to focus on your child. It's really as simple as that. And the other stigma of them being weak and vulnerable and just get whatever they want, it's absolute BS, okay? Single mothers take pride in being strong and independent and powerful and liberated to do whatever they please and still be able to get who they want. And it takes a real man to be able to be the stepfather of that child. They praise and glorify that end of their life. So that other stigma is just a sorry case cry story to make themselves feel better or have something to say back to these guys in the comments.
Anybody dating a single mother, the shit is not for the weak. She already thinks she got to parent you because she got to parent her kids. She deal with insomnia, stay being in her thoughts, waking you up to text messages at 5 a.m. because she fucked up, in constant need of reassurance.
You've only just stated all the reasons why a man shouldn't date a single mother. You've made it so clear why a man should stay far away, because who wants to put up with any of that? Sounds like she needs some healing. It sounds like she should stop focusing on what's between her legs and just focus on her child. And if she can't do that, then she needs to just give full custody to the father. Because if single mothers are really going through this, then what you're saying is they're not in the right state to even be a mother. What you're really saying is they need the father around because they're really suffering and finding it hard to be able to have some stability in their life and in their mental state. If she's suffering from insomnia, then, it's quite telling that her mental state is crippling as we speak. If any of those things is what single mothers go through, then it actually says a lot of reason why these children come out in all types of ways. They either get into drugs, they're either promiscuous, or they either start getting into fights. They're more angry. They're more prone to doing devious things than a parent, two-parent household. Because of all the things that she stated, it sounds like single mothers here are actually finding it hard to cope by themselves. And that's why I will say it again, the best thing you should do is to get back with your baby father, the man that you decided to open your legs to. You need to figure a way to get back into his life and make sure he's back into your life, because really you ain't coping that well. Doesn't matter how pretty you look, how fun you make it look, or how it's all glitter from the outside when it's all rotten on the inside. And that's just going to be passed on to your child. So single mothers need to stop being selfish and start being real with themselves and their reality. To my princesses, do not have sex with anyone you don't want to be with. It's really as simple as that. It's not that deep. It really isn't. I don't know what society and these females get out of it, but there's nothing for you to get out of it. Any man that you decide to let in, you need to make sure that he's someone that you want to be with. You need to make sure he's the guy that you see yourself with. You need to visualize it. You need to feel it. You need to know it. You need to know his mindset. Are you just sleeping with him for his gene, or do you actually want to be with him? You need to be honest with yourself. As a woman, we always need to be honest with ourselves. None of this flip-flap delusional talk nonsense. We keep it real. And doing that is by not sleeping around with people that you don't want to be intimate with. And this is after you've lost your virginity. Because if you are still a virgin, you best hold on to it. Someone that you know is going to take you serious. But if not, don't just open the door to anyone. Okay, your body is your temple. Take care of it by taking more thought into who you let in. And to the princes, you also need to take more thought into the type of woman that you decide to come inside. This is really as simple as that. Okay, I don't care how much she begs and cries and says that she will be the best wife and she wants to be the mother of your child, or she seems all of everything, but then she actually turns out to be nothing like that. As a man, you need to decipher the type of woman that you're with. As a man, you need to be able to decipher if she's really with you or if she just wants your gene. You need to decipher the type of woman that she will be after you have the child. You need to be able to tell in between the lines. And it's not easy but it's something that you will need to learn as a man. And you will either learn that through experience, and either be bad or good. You need to be able to tell in between the blurred lines, or anyone can take advantage of you. Before you open the door so quickly to these females, why don't you actually take the time to get to know them and know what they're really about? So, my fellow princes and princesses, here's a quote from Down the Rabbit Hole. And no scheme of ours can raise any sort of smile. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye!